Hey there, Chad here. Thanks for joining me. This is Ostranauts, and this is my Let's Play. This is my third Let's Play in this game. This one based on build 14 as we approach the end of it and moving into 15. And we're still in early game, I would say, early to mid. We did expand out this ship quite a bit. There we go. That's a little easier to see. And I have a crew worker with me, Lian. I hired Lian, and she is diligently working on repairing stuff. We're going to let her go ahead and do that. I'm going to make one more pass through of the ship and that we've been salvaging, and I want to grab anything that is something I need to take with me. And then we're going to head back to the station and maybe start doing a build out. So real quick, I want to look at these things that's actually in really good shape. We're gonna take that. So I'm gonna mark things to be picked up is where we're at right now. And then I'm also going to check and make sure I didn't miss anything that I really wanted to keep. So there's a door there and there's that guy. These are a couple of racks that we're gonna grab. They're just one by ones. I generally am I'm gonna end up buying some bigger ones more than likely, is what that's telling me. But you'll notice she's just coming to do the work right behind us there. That's fantastic. I don't think there was anything else over here. We've kind of torn this ship up quite a bit. And I can speed things up a little, I guess. So I think we're in pretty good shape here. I'm not going to worry about the conduit. And there's one we can pick up right there. It's another door. Let's see what else we got in here. Anything that we really want to keep? I don't think there is. In here, once again, no. Nope. I'm feeling like there was a thruster or something outside the ship that we wanted to grab. There's an antenna. There it is. We want to grab this. So however you have to get there, bud. There it is. Actually, I'm also going to uninstall the antenna and take that with me too. I generally like to have a second one once my ship gets a little bigger, but also you can sell them for about 1,500. So it's about, well, they are 4 spaces, aren't they? I was thinking they were 3 spaces. So you're getting a little less than 400 a space on those, but that's okay. It's something. And we'll go ahead and auto task him, and hopefully he grabbed one. Sometimes he just goes and heads a different direction for a while. Something I know I'm running low on is carbon fiber. I'm just going to maybe see if I can find any anywhere, but it doesn't really look like it. It's just flooring laying around. Mechanical parts, probably could stand to pick some of those up too, but we'll survive. Okay, well, he's got that. He's brought it in here, and she's still fixing stuff. One thing we're going to need to do is they're starting to get tired. So we're going to go back to the station, and I'm going to probably repair whatever isn't repaired yet and make a plan to do some sleeping in that once we're back there. Get ready for the next push on whatever it is we decide we want to do next. But I think the big deal is going to be planning out the engineering room here. So that's the major plan for the next little bit. And there's Ms. Ibarra. And yep, I don't see anything else that I'm really must having. One thing though, I will say, these shoes, Lian doesn't have any shoes. So maybe we grab those as a present for Liam. Come up here and get this one too, if I can. There it is. And now Lian will have some shoes once we get back to the base. I think for now they're we can probably get them out of their EVA suits. Okay, let's take a quick peek here. I'm going to drop those shoes on the ground here and let her eventually grab them. We have, wow, we have all sorts of stuff everywhere, don't we? Okay, a few things to think about. I didn't see any carbon fiber either. That's one more thing I wouldn't mind making a quick pass to see if I find. So we can, we'll, come on now, we'll pick that up. Oh, it's because I paused. Why is it still going off? And I don't know what's made of carbon fiber. What if we can repair it? We can't disassemble it. Dismantle. I'm going to dismantle this bin. Let's see if it has carbon fiber in it. We're low on carbon fiber for the door repairs. And I don't think I need 3 doors. Trash, aluminum, and trash. So, nope, didn't get what I was hoping for there. Might as well pick up what we can while we can, though. These will stack. Yeah. Anything else here? More trash. Oh, I know one other thing I want to grab. I'm going to grab these 2 bins. I don't often take them off of ships, but this ship is torn up pretty good. I normally will just buy these. They're pretty cheap. And then I put them in and I use them to store extra. Generally, I store extra oxygen and nitrogen in them, just in case something really silly happens. I think I've put in some of those small batteries too. They hold 4 squares of stuff, and they go in the floor and you can walk over them, but you can't put anything on top of them. And that's something we'll want to do eventually. You can put them in, right next to doorways where you don't typically want to put things anyway, that kind of stuff. So I found that kind of useful. And these look like they'll need to be repaired, but for now, we just need to haul them. And there we go. Have at it, Tiger. There he goes. And I think that'll do it for us then. We'll get their suits adjusted and all that sort of stuff and start heading home. We are a long way from home right now. If we were to go look at the map, the asteroid has rotated such that we are pretty much exactly opposite the station, so we got a little bit of flying to do. Okay, and he's done with that. So first up, getting him out of his suit. He's ready to start repairing stuff. He wants to help. Okay, this is his box. I'm going to come up here, and his hands are full. Let's deal with that first, actually. So we're going to come back down here. Where's the one with conduit? It's this one. Okay, so conduit, and we can also put this on the floor and they will clean it up. And that's kind of a nice thing. I want you to put it in the box. Is the box full now? The box is full. That's why I can't put more in. Okay. Well, we're going to use some here very shortly. We're going to finish this wall, and that'll be, in fact, let's go ahead and just do that. Get it laid out. So it's all the way to the corner. Yeah, I'm still figuring out how to best mark those kinds of things so it actually knows what I'm talking about. There we go. So that'll work. And then he had some other stuff too. I know he had some parts. There we go. And this crate has a bag in it. I think maybe we'll put a second one. I think we're getting to the point where we can do that. Come on. Open up the inventory. You can do it. I just keep hitting the wrong buttons over and over, I guess. So aluminum, steel, and carbon fiber are going to go in here. Scrap steel. They're going to go in this first slot. I call this slot A. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. And that way I can kind of remember where I have various parts that I'm hanging on to when I need to sort them like I'm doing right now. So these are all mechanical. And I often will do this. I will, because we go through a lot of mechanical parts, we'll put them here. I have a bag for that, basically. There we go. And then these are more mechanical parts. So I'll put those in the bag. Oh, that Sorry, that is that tote. Okay, and then we can label these now, which I wasn't able to do last time I did a real serious playthrough here. So we're going to call this mech part bag. There we go. Mech part bag, there it is. And then this is going to be our metals bag. All right, we'll eventually have an electronic part bag and etc. And we'll continue down that path on how we label these. Now, there's another tote. What is this tote? I'm not sure where that one is. I'm going to close out of that, reopen. Where was I getting that tote from? Was that the one I put in there? Did it still have pieces in it and I wasn't paying attention? That's the wrong one. It is. Okay, I messed that up. So we're going to take this out. And it's going to go in the components one. Pardon me. It will go in the components one, and then these will go in the wiring one. And this is components. Wow. Swinging and missing quite a bit right now. There we go. Okay, so that's pseudo taken care of. Then we have more aluminum up here. Yeah, I just manage the parts, folks. That's what it feels like anyway. Pressure alarm would normally go in with components, conduit, and switches, I think. But as we saw, that is full right now, so we're not going to do that. And we are going to drop this in there, though. Okay, and I think we're in good shape there. We'll put this on the floor right there. And I do want to unlock this, and then we're going to put it on the floor as well. And the reason I'm doing that is so I don't forget to sell them. When they're in my bag or my hand, I forget, and I also get concerned I'm going to confuse it with my personal one or accidentally sell my personal one, and then I don't have one, and you can kind of see all the permutations of that. So here we go. We're going to come up here. This is our handy dandy crate that we're storing our equipment in. We've got a little bit of work we'll need to do there too. I'm going to change t-shirts. I like that one. And we're going to put on cargo pants. And in this is where I think our shoes are. We're going to be using that less now. That's a 1. That's a 2. And we're going to go ahead and empty the coveralls altogether. Actually, I'm probably going to pass the coveralls over to her because she didn't have any clothes at all. Put them down there. There we go. And then otherwise, I think he's got everything now that he needs. Drop that there. I appreciate the new inventory management. I like the direction it's going. I'm still fumbling with it though. And I don't know. I don't have any good suggestions on what needs to be different. I just need to learn it better. But that's why you see a lot of those silly clicks here and there. That's like, what's he thinking he's doing? He generally doesn't know is what it comes down to. So, okay, there we go. We got all that done. He is now all suited up, or unsuited, I guess, and in good shape. Now we're going to move over to her, get her out of her suit. She's got some parts that we can probably stand to unload. Let's go ahead and drop that there. And let's get her out of her suit, as I said. So we'll come back. Her crate is this one. Need to rename it so that I remember that. This is, I got my caps lock backwards again because I just changed characters. You hit cap lock to do that. So this we're just going to drop, well, what out of these actually? That's scrap steel. So we have a bag for that right there. And then come back over to her crate. There it is. I want to take this out. We're going to do the same thing here where we put it on the floor. I don't want to forget to try to sell it. That'll work. What else does she have? Because I think she's got one on her arm, although it's also not unlocked. So, okay, that's in her crate. That's in her crate. She's got some oxygen in her crate. The batteries are a side effect from when I was doing other things with her crate. So let's do that. Okay. She doesn't have any clothes. We'll take care of that in a minute. She does have this, and she really doesn't need it. At least not right now. It's locked. She can't use it. And then she has more. I think that was aluminum or something. We'll get that taken care of. So her backpack now looks like this. She's got all the important tools, a light, a pressure suit if she needs it. She shouldn't. And then we're going to bring her over to Chad's crate to get some other clothing items. So let's give her the Atlantis blue shirt. And then we put those coveralls somewhere for her. There they are. Let's grab those and equip them. There she goes. And then she's got a couple of pairs of shoes laying around here somewhere, right? There they are. I've been wondering, can I put a right shoe on a left foot? I can. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Shouldn't there be another shoe here? There should be another shoe. She's going to have to get her light out. There it is. And that's a left, that's a right. Okay, hopefully that's the way it intends them to be. That's on, that's off. Put that back in her pocket. She is good to go. Okay, we can let her get back to work then. And then we'll switch back over here. And the death file thing, we'll see if we can do anything with the file we have. On Maria, I think it's Maria Ibarra. I think that's her name. So first things first, we are going to undock. Get out of Dodge. There it is. And we're undocked. And now we're getting out of there. We'll move over here real quick. And I'm going to speed up time just to... That'll get it done. And then we want to start heading back to the station, but the station is all the way on the other side of the asteroid. So instead, we're going to move to one of these. If I can click it. Oh, is it all the way up here? That's where it is. Okay. We're going to move towards that for a while, and then we will adjust our course to kind of turn in more towards where we really want to go. That's quite a ways. Yeah, this is the one I have selected. Well, you know what? We could probably do this one. It's a little closer. Give us a little better angle. And we won't necessarily make the whole trip to it. We just want to get closer to a good spot for kind of angling in here. So first things first, let's get accelerating. And let's also cut that cross velocity down as close to 0 as we can. And there it is. That wasn't too bad. Okay. Well, we want to go faster than 67 meters a second, though. So we're going to speed that up. We'll get up to a little over 100. Looks like we're at 30 minutes right now. 30 minutes until we would crash with that ship. So let's go for 25 minutes. And so until 48, we'll just do work on the ship and see what happens. Okay, there he goes. Now, the overall goal is, first of all, sell all the stuff that's sellable, make some money, pay some bills, but we're going to rearrange all of this. This guy is going to end up over here. I might have to knock this out. In fact, I will. I'll be moving this piece of, well, these two will get moved to here and here. So we'll be exposed to atmosphere for a bit. So we'll have to have suits on and that kind of thing when we go to do that. But we'll be docked when we do it. Just makes it a lot easier. The heat sink and the heater, bring those over here and deal with them there. Could use some light here. So we've run wire now. Let's see. Uh-oh. That hasn't been the 30 minutes that we had talked about yet, so we're probably passing close to something. Might as well take a peek. Yeah, there it is. Oh, it's one we should investigate eventually. How close are... Oh, we got a while. Yeah. What's 15 minutes still? Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, where was I? I was going to maybe see if I could put a light in. And if I have any lights, they're probably here. There's a light. Get that in his hand. And march him over here. And we're going to install it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. 9. So every 3. So we'll put it right there. It helps a little bit. I don't think we have any other lights to work with, so there's that. She's continuing to do repair. Let's come over here and unlock these PDAs. Wow, he can do it remotely. That's awesome. 1 down, 1 to go. That'll probably generate us a little bit of money. All right, so how's this all going to lay out? I'm not sure. I'm going to buy some racks when we get into port. We're going to put in a couple of corner racks, and we're going to buy lights. Oh, there's a light right there. We can use that guy to our advantage. Let's get him installed. That looks... Where's midline? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Of course, it's 10. We'll go right there. Get that installed. Is there another one over here? I don't see one. It does have this oxygen bottle, though. You could stand to restore that. Actually, it's in pretty good shape. And then he's going to pick it up, and he's going to put it with the other O2 stuff. EVA stuff. That's true. He could start separating out some batteries. There's a couple of other tasks that he can do right now while we're here. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. That's a good one. Saying that a lot, aren't I? And then let's go and look at what's in the suit itself. There are none in this suit. Oh, that's right. The other suit is in the main section there. So this battery, we're going to bring that forward. We're going to put it on the charger. And then we want to see what's in the suit. In the suit, he is depleted of oxygen. So we'll want to deal with that. He's depleted a battery, so we'll want to deal with that. And his CO2, these filters last a very, very long time. So that one I'm not worried about. Let's get, you know what? I didn't do that right. I want to, there we go. I want to take these and I'm going to put them over here on the EVA battery charger. That's 1. And we'll bring 1 back for the suit that he is using, and that's 2. That's all we can do for now. And then we reopen that suit. And just a lot of, I think this is a lot of maintenance right now, I guess. It's what we're really experiencing. So this will go in that suit, and his suit is ready to go again. So that's good. He's going to come down here to Lian's suit. And he's going to open that up, do the same thing, basically, see where she stands. She could use battery. She could use oxygen. That's a lot of oxygen in there for her. So we can recharge those, drop this in there. Let's go get a battery. Not the one we just dropped in there. Let's put this one here, and we'll take that one back. And then her suit will be ready to go, too. We won't have any worries there. Okay, so she had oxygen, she needs battery. And her filter is also still at 100%, so that's fantastic. Let's see, that's him, that's his backpack. We do want a cell crate eventually, I just don't have one right now. I don't think we can, we can do this. Put a couple of these on the ground here. He doesn't need all that. Here we go. And we're going to want to put oxygen in these, but for now, let's just lay them on the floor over here. So remember that they need to be refilled. We won't sell them on accident because they're not in a barter area. Oh, we are at time now, aren't we? I totally missed that. Okay, well, we need to, first of all, slow down, start moving towards the direction we want, which is over here at K-Leg. So I think we won't collide now, I don't think, so that's good. I'm going to continue to thrust that way. And then we need to adjust our bearing. So there's the bearing adjustment. When it gets close to 0, we'll stop everything. $20, $15, $10, $5, touchdown. Here we go. Okay, we continue to accelerate. And we'll be parked in just a minute here, folks. 5 minutes out. I think we're just going to stay here, get docked. That's what we're going to do. Speed up that process. I think we'll see the planet first. The asteroid. The host. Whatever you want to call it. We'll probably hit the proximity for that first. Yeah, there it is. And that's fine. We want to wait to the second one when we're closer to here. How are we looking? Bearing is starting to float. Oh, that was really good. And then the cross, we can slow that down still. Too much. There we go. That's pretty darn well locked up. So here comes the alarm. There it is. We're doing 123, so we'll start slowing down. Docking. Request docking. Be doing about, I'm going to guess 70. Oh, we were still going pretty fast. Let's slow that down. Once we're under 50, and there we are, we'll hang that up. Not bad. Too much. It's perfect when bearing is 0 and the VCRS is 0 at the same time. Then you won't drift at all. Perfectly aligned. But that's really hard to make happen. So that's probably going to be us for now, though. I think that's close enough. And there's the lockup. We're there. Okay. We have made it back to the base, and we're going to go ahead and end things right here. What I'm going to do is repair everything. I won't go and sell anything. I might go buy some things to help fix some of these if I need to. I won't shuffle anything around, though. We'll save that for the next episode. And yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I appreciate you joining me on this journey of Ostranauts from Blue Bottle Games. Great game. Hope you're looking at it too. And other than that, thanks for joining me and fair travels.